In a sleek, modern studio, Jim Jones sits across from the camera, his emotions weighing heavily on his face. He leans forward, determined to reveal a shocking chapter of his life. Let me get straight to the point, he begins, his voice steady but filled with intensity. For years, I thought I had it all: love, success, a future with Chrissy. But recently, I found out something that shattered everything I believed in. My wife, Chrissy Lampkin, stole $7 million from me. He pauses, letting the gravity of his words settle in. His eyes lock onto the camera, as if daring anyone to question his truth. You hear me? $7 million. That's not pocket change. I worked hard to build my career from nothing, hustling every day to make a name for myself, and to find out that the person I trusted the most was plotting against me, that's a betrayal I never saw coming. Jim leans back, shaking his head, disbelief written all over his face. It started with little things: some strange transactions, money missing from accounts. At first I thought maybe it was just mismanagement or bad investments. But then I decided to dig deeper. I had to know what was going on. What I found, it was like something out of a movie. His expression hardens, a mix of anger and hurt. I discovered hidden accounts, transactions I never approved. Chrissy had been moving my money around like it was her personal piggy bank. The shock hit me like a ton of bricks. I mean, we built our life together. I thought we were a team. He leans forward again, his intensity growing. When I confronted her, it was like talking to a stranger. The denial, the excuses, it was unreal. Here was the woman I saw as my partner, my ride or die, and she looked me in the eye, acting like it was all in my head. But I had proof: documents, bank statements. It was all there. Jim takes a deep breath, the pain still raw. What hurts the most is that I would have given her the world. I wanted to build a future with her, but she chose to betray that trust, accepting that the damage may be too much to repair. He takes a deep breath, knowing this might be a turning point in their relationship. Chrissy, listen, I messed up. I know I hurt you, Jim says, his voice soft but strained with guilt. I never wanted to see you like this. Chrissy doesn't respond at first, her back still turned as she stares out the window. Her voice finally breaks through the silence, tinged with pain and frustration. Jim, I've been by your side through everything. For years I waited for you to step up, to show me that we were building something real. But this is the last straw. Jim approaches cautiously, his hands reaching out in an attempt to comfort her. But Chrissy takes a step away, putting space between them. It's not just about the other woman, Jim. It's about everything: the lies, the distance, the promises you never kept. I feel like I've been fighting for us alone. I know, Jim says, his voice low. But I love you, Chrissy. I don't want to lose you. Chrissy turns around, tears still glistening in her eyes. Love isn't enough anymore. I need respect, loyalty, and honesty. You've made me doubt all of that. Jim stands there, speechless, knowing she's right. The weight of all the years they've spent together, all the ups and downs, seems to hang in the air between them. I gave you my heart, Jim, Chrissy continues, her voice cracking. And I thought you were my forever, but now, I don't even know who you are anymore. Jim's face tightens, his regret palpable. He takes a deep breath, and finally says, I don't have an excuse for what I did. I've taken you for granted, and I was wrong. But I don't want this to be the end of us. Chrissy closes her eyes for a moment, trying to gather her strength. I don't know if we can fix this, Jim. I've been waiting for you to show me that I matter, that we matter. But maybe it's too late. The room falls into a heavy silence as they both realize that this could be the end of their long, tumultuous journey together. Jim stands there, staring at the woman he's loved for so many years, knowing that this time, he might not be able to win her back. Chrissy wipes her tears, a look of determination crossing her face. I need time to think. I need space. You've hurt me more than you realize, and I don't know if I can forgive that. Jim nods, his heart sinking, understanding that this might be the beginning of the end. I'll give you the space you need. But just know, I'm not giving up on us. Not yet. With that, Jim quietly leaves the room, the weight of his mistakes heavy on his shoulders. Chrissy, left alone, sits back down on the couch, her mind racing with the decision she knows she'll have to make in the coming days. A resolution. As Chrissy sits on the couch, emotionally drained, her mind races through the memories of the years they've spent together, the highs and lows, the moments of passion, and the deep-seated issues that have never fully been addressed. Her tears slow, but the pain in her heart lingers. The love she still feels for Jim is undeniable, but so is the hurt that now weighs her down. She glances at her phone, still lying on the floor, the words from her recent social media post echoing in her mind. You and I both know we'll never find someone like me. Good luck trying. Though it was a moment of raw emotion, a cry for recognition, and perhaps a signal to Jim that something had to change, or it might be too late. Chrissy has always been a strong, independent woman. fiercely loyal to Jim, despite the public scrutiny and the long delays in their engagement. Her desire to build a future with him was genuine, but the unresolved issues, the lack of commitment, the repeated disappointments, and now this latest betrayal have left her questioning whether staying in this relationship is still worth the emotional toll. In past interviews, she's expressed contentment with the status quo, but her words often carried an undercurrent of sadness. Her declaration that there are no new disappointments because there won't be any fresh expectations suggests that she has given up hoping for more from Jim. It's as if she's come to terms with the idea that their relationship, while comfortable and familiar, might never evolve into the marriage and family life she once envisioned. But now, after discovering Jim's latest betrayal, she is forced to confront what she's been avoiding for so long. The question is no longer whether Jim will propose or when they'll get married. It's whether their love, as deep and long-lasting as it is, can survive the damage that has been done. As the camera pans out, capturing the loneliness and uncertainty that fills the room, it's clear that Chrissy is at a crossroads. Will she continue to fight for a relationship that has caused her so much pain? Or will she choose to walk away and prioritize her own peace and happiness? Only time will tell whether Jim is willing to meet her halfway, to truly commit and repair the broken trust between them. For now, though, Chrissy is left to navigate the tumultuous emotions that have consumed her, knowing that whatever decision she makes will shape the future of their love story. A couple. The pressures of their high-profile relationship have been immense, with public scrutiny, familial dynamics, and years of unresolved issues casting long shadows over their love story. Chrissy, in particular, has often been seen as the driving force behind their relationship, pushing for deeper commitment, while Jim, despite his love for her, has struggled with the idea of marriage. Their relationship has been a roller coaster of public proposals, intimate moments, and candid discussions about their future, all unfolding in front of millions of fans who have followed their journey since their days on Love Hip Hop. Yet despite the engagement and their long history, they have yet to walk down the aisle. Many speculate that Jim's fear of commitment and the tension with his mother, Mama Jones, have played a significant role in delaying their marriage. Mama Jones has been vocal about her reservations regarding Chrissy, creating an additional layer of complexity in their relationship. Chrissy's recent cryptic post hints that she may have reached a breaking point. Her words, filled with both strength and resignation, suggest that she's no longer willing to wait for Jim to meet her expectations. The post resonated with fans, sparking renewed discussions about whether Chrissy and Jim will finally move forward, or if Chrissy is ready to move on. While Chrissy has expressed contentment with their relationship in the past, it's clear that there is an undercurrent of frustration, a desire for more that remains unmet. As they stand at this crossroads, Chrissy and Jim must reflect on what they truly want from each other and their future. For Chrissy, personal growth and self-empowerment have become central to her journey, and it seems she is no longer willing to compromise on her happiness. Jim, on the other hand, must confront his fears and decide if he is ready to take the next step, or if the relationship will remain in limbo. Whether they choose to move forward together or go their separate ways, the world will be watching, hoping that both Chrissy and Jim find the peace and fulfillment they deserve. After nearly 2 decades together, their story has become one of love, patience, and endurance. But now it also stands as a testament to the importance of self-worth and the courage to make difficult decisions when it comes to matters of the heart. Chrissy Lampkin and Jim Jones' relationship offers a poignant,